My Three Last Names by Amanda Lugo. Amanda Zitzer was my first last name. That was the one that I was born with. I grew up in a very poor family in a very small town in Wisconsin. I was the product of childhood neglect and abuse. I was told not to pursue college because statistically, families in my income range did not finish or start college. I started my healthcare career as a CNA because my high school guidance counselor told me that there was a less than 5% chance that I would graduate college. You best believe that this girl had bigger plans. I graduated with my Bachelor of Science degree in 2015. I graduated in the top 10% of my athletic training program, and while there, I held many leadership positions. I always sought out the uniqueness in life, and I always tried to be different. My senior internship was the first of its kind with my undergraduate, and I interned with a ballet company as their student athletic trainer. That was such a unique experience. It is very common for athletic trainers to go get their master's degree, and I wanted a special experience. So I sought out and I completed the only military athletic training graduate assistantship in the country. So in 2016, I graduated Auburn University with my Master's of Science in Kinesiology. And while I was working on my Master's of Science, I worked at Fort Benning and I did a ton of research for Auburn, so my degree was completely free. While working at Fort Benning, Georgia, I met the love of my life, Jonathan Haywood. We got married in 2016, and shortly after that, I joined the Army. I created a very successful Army career as Sergeant Haywood. I enjoyed the Army so much, and I love the life that I created with my husband, and Jonathan loved the Army. That was until one night, two men in uniform knocked on my door, and they told me my husband was dead. Oh man, there isn't a day that goes by that I don't miss him. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't think about him. Take all the pictures. Take them all. Because you never know when it'll be your last with that person. I hope that story helps explain a little bit of why I am who I am. But the story does get better, I promise. I hope that explains a little bit of why I am who I am. And I promise the story gets better. A few months after he died, I met Diego Lugo, and he became my best friend. And these are just some of the pictures that we have together. We did the Army together for 2 years, and we had so much fun. We did all the things that best friends do. We ate Chick-fil-A together, we shared energy drinks in the field together, we worked out, and we served in our unit together. And then we got married in 2019. This part of my story is still being written, but I promise it's going to be the best part yet. These are just some pictures that did not make it in the other part of the presentation. The picture on the left, I just think it's funny if you read the caption. The middle picture is me as a cheerleader in high school. So that explains a little bit more about me. I was a cheerleader. That's a special type of person. And then one of my favorite pictures of Diego and I at our first ball together. Each of my last names has a special place in my heart, and I'm so glad that I have each one. And this is my three last names.